Now, we lost a few music legends last year, one of them being George Michael. Do you have any fond memories of him?
Yeah, it was last year was really a scary time, man. And like, rest in peace to all of the legends. It was weird, even just watching it as a objective outsider. I could just see a lot of good people losing their lives too soon, and it was very surreal. It was eerie almost. But one of my only memories and encounters with the legend that is George Michael was at the Olympics closing ceremony. It's sad because I didn't actually get to like meet him personally, but we were in the same vicinity. I was watching him while he rehearsed and all of that, just thinking, oh, this guy's a legend. And I remember he came out, and he was one of the only artists that was allowed to perform like a brand new song. Everyone else had to perform a song that like the world knew. You know the one? And George Michael, rest in peace, was the only one who said, no, I'm going to perform a brand new song, and it's like 7 minutes long as well. So,
and
yeah,
no one argued.
No one argued, and he was on stage and he looked happy, and I just remember being like, this guy is a legend. And, you know, I guess we all pray that we can achieve half of what this guy has, you know, in his time. So yeah, may his soul rest in peace.
Definitely. Now, someone else who we lost was Prince.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to see him perform live?
Again, I have another funny story about that. So basically, one time I did a festival in Kent called the Hop Farm Festival.
Right.
And you're not going to believe this, but I was support act for Prince in Kent.
What?
In the Hop Farm Festival. For some reason, after that, I had to go to somewhere else. I had to get a plane after my show and go
straight away.
So okay. I didn't get to watch Prince, but everyone had come. My mum had come,
hold up.
Dad.
You supported Prince.
Performed.
Got on the plane, and then he performed.
Yeah, there was literally a plane, I think, waiting by the festival, close by. Got on the plane, got to wherever we were going to do a show. Then I hear all these phone calls like, oh, you know, Prince killed this festival in Kent, and it was no, honestly, I know it sounds weird, but Prince smashed this festival in Kent to pieces, and no one ever knew whether they were gonna get to watch him perform like that again. And you know, when Prince performs, he usually tends to go off of the set list, like he won't do what people expect, and then he'll perform for 30 minutes extra, and he done all of that, and everyone loved it. But yeah, I mean, I just remember just being able to have that association and say, oh, I played at the same festival.
One question.
As Prince in Kent.
Did you actually get to see him though?
No, I didn't get to see him, but in Abu Dhabi I got to see him.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, in Abu Dhabi I got to see him.
Do you think that he's inspired you in your music in any way?
1,000,000%, man. I think, of course, like we've all grown up on Prince's music. I think for people like myself, you know, I'm not gonna say that I listened to every single Prince track throughout my youth. My parents and my older family members listening to Prince definitely inspired me and affected me, I'm sure, consciously and subconsciously. I think what I always remember from Prince though was like his unapologeticness. Like he felt like a very unapologetic artist, and he felt like to me like a very private artist as well, which is the things I've tried to emulate from him. Like he doesn't let anyone know what's going on in his private life or what, because it's irrelevant to his art, to what he's making, and he's always been unapologetic with his artistic expression, you know, which is what every artist should feel like they can do. And that is the two things that I've learned from Prince. And I've learned that if you get any problems with your record label as well, just change your name into a symbol. Change your name into a symbol and you can get away with it.
So true.
Yeah, I learned that too.
Now his fashion sense is also very, very sick.
Yeah.
And we know that you're all about your fashion.
Yeah.
Do you think that's ever had an effect on what you do?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, in the most bluntest way, like, just to see a fly black guy growing up on the TV when that wasn't usually an image that you could get to see, just a fly black dude like dressing, wearing whatever he wants, dancing.
Sometimes my guy was topless.
Exactly.
He didn't care.
Holding this hot babe, like he was one of the only people I saw back then that was doing that. And so obviously when we are all, Kanye, myself, Pharrell, we are all byproducts of what him and Michael Jackson and people around that time was trying to do. But, you know, definitely 1,000,000% inspired by fashion sense and just the courageousness of it, because I feel like when you're artists from our culture, that you're constantly trying to be defined or stereotyped or boxed off. You're this, you're that, you're that. And he just seems like an artist that continued to reinvent himself and challenge the stereotypes that he was put in. And for me, that is what is inspirational about him.